we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of physical activity, and it's really hard. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia, and maybe I'll meet someone.
That is not going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the desert. Today we're gonna take a look at some women in dating, guys, that the word delusional comes in short in regards to what we're about to witness. And for already story, a really embarrassing story that you don't want to miss, so stick around for that. But now, guys, let's address the elephant in the room. And for those of you not watching, there's a fat chick on screen, so we're gonna take a listen, guys. This one is for the fat folks, all right? The gentlemen that don't find women who are twice their weight attractive. Yes, this is for you, you patriarchal pigs.
It doesn't matter how old you get. It never hurts less. So, a little update. I've been talking to the guy since early May, over 2 months, and we had a few dates, and I thought it went really well. We have everything in common. He texts me all day, every day. Same shared values, same life goals, same interests, really good banter. And he told me that I was smart and funny, and he told me that I was beautiful, which is the first time it's ever happened in my whole life. And we went on a few dates, and then we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of physical activity, and I guess he's been trying to convince himself to find me attractive because I had such a good personality. And I told him that I didn't think that he should have to convince himself to find me attractive, and that I'm happy with my body, and it's okay if other people aren't. And it's...
Yes, she's happy, guys, and this is why she's crying. Imagine you're seeing a girl and you like her and all that, and then one day she tells you, you know what, I just don't find you attractive because you are blonde, or because you have dark hair, or because your eyes are green. Would you cry about that? I mean, you will feel bad, you like this girl, yada yada, but you wouldn't cry, right? It's like, what? You don't like blonde people? What? It's absurd, right? Like, no problem with it, because there's nothing to be shamed about being blonde. I'm coping a little here, I'm reflecting, guys, because I'm blonde. The fact is, if she cries because she realizes that being overweight is not attractive and is not healthy, all right? If this guy were to tell her, I don't want to be with you because I don't like that your hair is brown, she wouldn't be crying. She will be upset about the situation, you know, she liked this guy, but she wouldn't be crying. The only reason why she cries, guys, is because she knows that she is overweight, yet she doesn't want to do the work to fix that.
It's really hard.
That's what she said.
I know it's the right thing, and I do believe that. It just is never easier. When you're dating and you're plus sized, it never really gets easier. And I'm sharing this because I, of course, turned to my girlfriends, but I forgot for a minute that they're all very beautiful and thin, and they've never had guys on the internet or just in life to their face tell them that they were ugly before. And so I know that there's a lot of other people like me on TikTok, because I've seen a lot of you. And
yeah, there are a lot of fatties indeed in TikTok. Guys, can we just point to the fact that this guy took a very, let's say, mild, healthy approach to this. This guy really liked her, right? It's not like he found her hideous and ran away the first moment he realized he was catfished. They talked, they met a couple of times, they've been talking for 2 months, they met a couple of times, a few times, so he saw her, right? He didn't run away. And at some point he said, look, I just don't like the fact that you're overweight. I think it's unhealthy, this and that. You know, it's like this really soft approach. It's a really good way to proceed. He even told her that she is beautiful. And I think that she is beautiful. It's just hidden beneath a lot of pounds of mass, you know. But she is beautiful. Like, if this woman was thin, guys, well, not even thin. If she was just normal weight, she will be quite attractive, right? So I think that this guy really liked her, but she just wanted her to change this certain aspect. And of course, that's a deal breaker for the people that enjoy McDonald's too much. But now let's finish the TikTok.
It's okay if it hurts. And you're not alone. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia and maybe I'll meet someone.
No, you won't, because you're fat. Fat phobia, guys. First, let me get started. I just have to get this off my chest. Phobia comes from phobes or phobos or something like this. It's a Greek word that means fear. So the word in itself is absurd and stupid. I'm not afraid of fat people. You know, fat phobia, implying that we are afraid. I'm not afraid. Maybe I will be afraid if she falls over me, right? But I'm not afraid. I'm not trembling watching this TikTok. Same with the homophobia, right? You're afraid of homosexuals. I'm not afraid. Come fight me. You know, the whole LGBT, come fight me. I'm not afraid. Anyways, guys, aside of that absurd, stupid word, every person, the body positivity crowd, they are just insane, all right? They are just insane. Like, picture this. I want you guys to do this. You go to a bar, club, any sort of gathering of people, you find the most attractive girl there, and I want you to go and tell her, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend and have bedroom fun this very same night? And if she says no, I want you to blame her for hating you because of your nationality or because of your persona. Call her S3Xist, right? Or you're sexist. Call her that, because if a person doesn't necessarily feel attracted to you, no matter your physical appearance, well, that just means they hate you, right? This is basic logic, guys. This is common sense. Holy crap, the entitlement. Like, you're so overweight, and if someone doesn't find you attractive, how convenient. Oh, you just hate fat people, right? How convenient, guys. This is so absurd. Come on now. These people, guys. This is, you can see on screen how people put a blindfold on themselves and decide to be stupid. She's crying because she realizes that being overweight is not good for her. It's ruining her life in many aspects, and that's why she's crying, because otherwise, as mentioned, she wouldn't. Right? Yet she puts this blindfold on and wants to cope and say that the whole world hates her because nobody will find her attractive, rather than lose some weight. All right? And of course, this video has many likes, many women calling her, "Oh, you're so beautiful," you know. Yet they wouldn't want to look like her, but she's very beautiful. One last thing. There's this one comment by a woman that says, being overweight is just not healthy, and this guy tried to warn you, you know. And this woman, guys, the creator, she says, do you know the bad effects that people on diets have gone through? Which, yes, there are some people that overdo it. There are some people that pick wrong diets for themselves and become too skinny. They are malnourished. Yes, it happens. What has that to do with the fact that overweight is being unhealthy? You know, so what is this this false dichotomy? Oh, you're overweight, it's hurting you. Oh, but do you know people who follow diets, like 1 out of every 1,000 also has problems? Yeah, but what does that have to do? Is the amount of cope, guys, is unreasonable with this woman, because she will do anything but lose some weight. She is willing to die 10 to 20 years sooner. She's willing to be a failure in the dating aspect. She's willing to have a very unhealthy body and lifestyle, all of that, because she doesn't want to cut on the french fries and walk 1 hour a day. But you know, guys, we'll leave this woman behind. Cope all you want. You'll probably pass away along with that attitude. But as I've mentioned, guys, we're not here to solve the world. Thankfully enough, we're not. Superman, so it's alright. Now let's move on to this other woman, guys. 50 plus dates. Let's have a listen.
Hey, my name is Kat. I went on over 50 dates in my 40s, and it led me to one.
Her name is Kat. I find that to be a very humoristic name, but her name, guys, in this app is the Cat Lady, PhD. Right? She has a PhD in being a cat lady. Apparently, I mean the jokes write themselves, but let's keep listening.
Major realization: I don't want to date anymore, and I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. I started out looking for my special someone, thinking, you know, I had missed him in you know the 25 plus years I spent with two people, and you know, ended up single. I thought, you know, my special someone is out there, or multiple special someones, right? Like, I don't know that I believe that there was only one person for us. And I thought,
no. Of course, it's part of God's plan that every woman should have like 4 to 10 guys there to fulfill all her needs at all times, all right? One special person? What's that all about? We have like 5 over here, you know? This is the way the universe works, guys. These women need to have one provider, the simp, the cock that pays all the bills and is there for her to reaffirm and reassure. And then she has like a few chats here and there, you know, Tyrones to break her back. You know, the 6 feet tall, blue-eyed, dark-skinned guys. Then she also needs to have like a sugar daddy. This one doesn't necessarily pay the bills, but rather buys her fancy gifts. You know, that's the way God intended dating to be for women. You are correct, madam.
let me look for him. And I looked. I went on a lot of dates, and some people have said when I've talked about 50 plus dates in other videos that they think that's a lot. 50 dates over 3.5 years, you guys? No, that's not a freaking lot. First of all,
no, it is a lot. All right, it is a lot because you've probably slept with a lot of them. Then again, you've slept with people who you don't went on dates with. This was just like a one-night stand, so your body count is probably higher. All right, you probably have a higher body count than some street workers in your city right now, so it is a lot. Second off, it is a lot because people are not meant to divorce and remarry and redivorce and remarry and redivorce 50 times throughout their lives, all right, and change partners like they change napkins. This is not the way it should be. Just because the world is in this miserable state doesn't mean it's normal, all right? We're not going to normalize this. Men will not see this and say, oh, just because these other 304s go on 150 dates a year, then 50 is not that much. No, we're not going to be relative about it. 50 is too much, all right? Anything more than 10 dates is too much, if you ask me. I wouldn't commit to these women, guys, right? Would you?
There's 52 weeks in a year. You're talking about 3.5 years. You're also talking about multiple people that I went on multiple dates with. So in some cases, you know, you're talking about like over a 2-week span. I could have went out with that person 4 times, right?
No, don't cut me the math crap, all right? You are a 304. Put that label on your forehead. You are a 304. You come with 2 divorces in hand. You are single in your 50s. Absolutely cringe. All right, don't come with this math. Oh, no, but actually, no, actually, you are a 304. You are for the streets, right?
That's not a lot. That adds up fast. But anyway, I won't be slut-shamed or treated that way. And just because I went on 50 plus dates doesn't mean I went to bed with 50 plus men. Not that I feel like anyone has to explain that. You do you. But
yeah, it's more than 50 men. And this whole bit was her trying to ease her consciousness because she knows that she's for the streets.
Overall, it really led me to the decision that I don't want to date anymore. And so I don't want a partner. I don't.
Oh, no. Oh, my Lord. All the guys right now are, you know, grabbing their head like, oh, no, man, she's not willing to date. This gem is out of the dating market. Holy crap, he done. I really wanted to get with a woman that has been on more than 50 dates, body count in the upper double digits, that come with 2 divorces in hands, that views relationships as transactional. Oh, man. I know, guys, I know.
Like, I'm at the point that I don't understand what value at all a partner would bring me in my life. And I have spent so much time trying to figure that out. And, yeah, it's no value. So hashtag woman not wife. Go make it a great day. Take good.
Hashtag go knock yourself out. You see the key words there? I don't find any more value. That's what relationships and quote-unquote love, if love means anything nowadays, mean to these modern women, guys. It's just the value that you provide. When they're younger, they're in their 20s, they're more attractive, they go for the chats because that's the value they want. They want the validation and reassurance that these chats give them, you know, that scratch their egos. Then when they get older, now they're looking for a nice provider, retirement plan, you know, that's the value that they look. And this woman has reached a point where she says, I don't find any value. And she immediately says that she's not interested in a man anymore, because that's what men are to her. They are wallets on legs, walking ATM machines, or validation farms. That's what men are to them, guys. Love is not part of the equation with these modern women. And also, before we move on to the next one, at some point I thought that dating is something that has been screwed in the last years. But then again, we see so many women that are in their 50s and are absolutely ruins of dating. That this woman was born in the 1970s, alright? These harpies existed in the 1970s. So when did dating really fall apart, guys? If you ask me, it was either when the contraceptive pill came around. Now, I don't know the exact year of that. When you're 4,000-year-old, you start to, you know, miss the dates. But it was either when the contraception became really cheap that women started sleeping around. It was maybe around the whole hippie movement, where people were just sleeping around, a lot of divorces, a lot of, you know, children being born out of marriages and all that. It's either those two things or maybe the abortion laws, right? That I think started, don't quote me on that, but I think they started around the Roe v. Wade, right? Was that in the 70s, 80s? I don't know, guys. Don't quote me on that. But what are your thoughts as to when did dating fall apart, right? And for me, it's those three things. It's either the hippie movement, the contraceptive pills, or abortion. That these women, they suddenly had all their options open without any repercussions at all. And they absolutely abused them. But now let's move on to our last TikTok before the hilarious raid story. And let's see what this dating coach has to say.
This may be controversial, but I have to say it. You're in an age gap relationship in your early 20s, not a 60-year-old woman. If you're in your early 20s and you're with someone 18, 25, 30 years older than you, someone speaking from experience who was with someone 18 years older than her, ask yourself why women their own age aren't dating them. And you'll find that the younger you are, the more you don't know yourself, the more easily manipulated you can be, got no boundaries, don't know how to speak up for yourself. And although life may be amazing and there's love there, I'm not doubting that for you. But when you become the age that he was when he started dating you, ask yourself, what business did you have dating someone so young?
I'm gonna ask you the same question. Why do women go for men that are older? You know, guys, when you were younger, or maybe you still are, women your age, when you're in your 20s, they don't date guys in their 20s. They go date guys that are 7 years older, right? So I don't know. Uno reverse the question, right? Because all these women, guys, that talk about manipulation. Oh, these men, big bad men over here, they get with us, they manipulate us, they trick us. Wait a minute. Are they forcing you though? Are they putting a gun to your head? Who told you to date them, right? You agreed to that. Are you stupid? Are you retarded? What are you? You agreed to that, right? This is like the Leonardo DiCaprio thing, guys, where everyone is so upset. Oh, he's such a degenerate dating all these younger women. Wait a minute. Why is nobody asking the women why they date him, right? They date him for money, all right? This is an agreement. Why did you date a guy who was almost twice your age? Because of the money, you dirty harpy. And now you come around acting all innocent. Oh, he manipulated me. No, there's a point to be made that you manipulated him because you wanted to get all his money, right? And how exactly does he manipulate you? They always say that these guys manipulate. What exactly are they manipulating you into? Like, are they forcing you to invest in their business? I don't know, guys. What's going on here? They're not manipulating crap. They just want a woman that is attractive, and you want a guy that has money. It's that simple, all right? Stop acting like a victim. I'm gonna gift you a victim card because you desperately want it. But stop crying and weeping every day with your stupid manipulation bullcrap. But now guys, enough about these women. I've had enough. Please like and subscribe so I can afford my therapy sessions after these videos, alright? Because yes, I'm immortal. That doesn't mean that I'm immune, alright? And look, when this channel kicks it off, I'm gonna hire an editor because I don't want to be looking for these TikToks, guys. Like, I'm immortal. I have to think of the future. I don't want to become insane and live an eternal life of delusion, right? Where I'm gonna be mentally unstable because of what I'm witnessing on a daily basis. So there's that. But now guys, let's move on to our article story. And the title is, Girl I'm Seeing, 23, logged my toilet and now is ghosting me. Alright. Too long didn't read. Girl accidentally blocked my toilet and flooded my bathroom and now won't reply to me, likely out of embarrassment. I swear this is not a joke. I'm mostly a viewer of this sub, but I guess now I need some real advice. I met this girl about 3 weeks ago and things really kicked off. We've hung out more than I can count, probably about 2-4 days each week and been intimate 3 times. Friday night, she was over. Guys, sorry, before we continue. This girl, 23 years of age, has went on a date with this guy that she knows about 3 weeks, and she's already been intimate 3 times. Alright? And then these women come around on TikTok and say, no, I've been on 50 dates, but I haven't slept with all of them. Come on now, I haven't slept with any of them. I'm a pure woman. Yeah, sure. Every time we have a woman dating on the dating apps, she sleeps around with multiple men, sometimes on the first date. Alright? And yet when they talk about, oh yeah, when I look at the past, these 400 guys that I've been going out on dates, no, I haven't slept with them, not at all. Yeah, sure, mate, sure. They always sleep around. I continue. Friday night, she was over, and while watching a movie, she went to use my restroom. Sorry, guys. I noticed she was in there for unusually long. Imagine if I could talk. And at a point, I started hearing what sounded like sobbing. This woman started crying, guys. I knocked on the door, and she frantically ran to lock it and said I couldn't come in while certainly crying. The drama. I asked what was wrong, and after repeating the question a few times and even trying to leave her alone, thinking she was having some sort of female emergency, she opened the door, ran to my bedroom, grabbed all of her things, and ran out my door. I soon found out she took a shit, and the toilet must have clogged. My toilet clogs very easily, so there was a plunger which she had tried to no avail. She must have tried to flush way too many times, as the water had completely overflowed, leaving several chunks of crap all over the floor with disintegrating toilet paper. This is not for the soft-hearted people, alright? Maybe some of you will say, Dan, what is this, man? What is this? I didn't come to talk about overflowing toilets with crap. This is what life is, alright? Stop living in a fairy tale. Wake up. This is life. Life is crap. I continue. She also seemingly tried to clean it up desperately, using both of my bath towels and 2 bathroom mats which were now soiled in poop water. It took me maybe 2 minutes to unclog the toilet, another 40 or so to clean the bathroom, and some time to get the smell out. I initially didn't text her for like 2 days because I was pretty upset about the way she reacted, but she's really sweet, very attractive in my opinion, and I genuinely enjoyed the time we spent, so I reached out to her Monday morning to ask if she wanted to meet to talk things over. It's been almost 2 days and she hasn't replied, and prior she rarely even took more than 2 to 4 hours to reply, so I'm fairly certain she doesn't want to see me again, either because of the way I reacted or out of embarrassment. I really do like her, so if there's a chance of saving this, I'm all for it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna beg for her to talk it out. Is there anything more I can do, say, or do I cut my losses? I mean, my dude, this woman has already changed her name and is living in the other part of the world, alright? You're not gonna see this woman again. She is embarrassed, right? She is embarrassed. This is minus 1,000-hour movement. This is minus 10,000-hour movement, right? It's also funny to point out how women have these icks of, his shoe was untied. What an ick. he was wearing an inappropriate color of sunglasses. What a nick. Meanwhile, as a woman, you can clog the toilet with shit, right? You can have 4 fingers of water with chunks of crap all over the toilet, and this is not a nick for men. Like, they'll clean it up, and if they like you, they'll probably talk to you again, right? Funny to point out. Also, guys, imagine how fun of a story this will be if they actually got together, and then their children asked them, "Hey, Dad, how did you meet Mom?" He was like, "Oh, sit around the fireplace. I'm gonna told you about how she clogged my toilet with crap." But anyways, guys, what's the dating takeaway from this story? That, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you, alright? It was to have some fun, but leave me your thoughts about this story and about this whole video, guys. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.